The imperative of environmental friendly bag designs a call for actions. It is with a profound sense of urgency and shared responsibility that I stand before you today to discuss a topic that, while seemingly on the surface, holds disproportionately significant impact on the health and our planet and well-being of generations to come. The imperative of creating environment-friendly designs for bags. For too long, the humble bag. It is my myriad forms from everyday grocery carrier to high fashion accessories has been an overlooked culprit in our escalating environmental crisis. Its ubiquity is disposability, and it is often invisible journey from production to landfill or boards to our oceans have rendered it a silent yet potent contributor to the pollution, resource depletion, and climate change. Today, I am eliminate the multi-phase challenges posed by conventional bag designs and, more importantly, to articulate a compelling vision for a future where design innovation converges with the ecological consequences to the fork a path towards true sustainability. Our current paradigm of bag production and consumption is deeply entrenched in a linear take make dispose model. This model begins with the extraction of virgin resources, petroleum for plastics, timber for paper or water, and a land for cotton cultivation. Each of these initial steps carries significant environmental footprint. The extraction of fossil fuels, for instance, is inherently energy intensive and often leads to habitat destruction, water contamination, and greenhouse gas emissions. Similarly, conventional cotton farming is notoriously water intensive and relies heavily on pesticides and herbicides, which degrade soil quality and pollute waterways. The manufacturing process themselves, regardless of the material, often involves sustainable energy consumption, chemical use, and the generation of industrial waste. The true environmental catastrophe, however, unfolds the end of life stage for many bags, plastic bags, and the most energies of us can take hundreds of years to decompose, fragmenting into microplastics that infiltrate every corner of our ecosystems, from the deepest oceans to the highest mountains, and even our own food chains. These microplastics are not merely an aesthetic blight, they absorb toxins and ingested by wildlife, leading to internal injuries, starvations, and reproductive failures. And their long-term health impacts on humans are still being researched, but implications are chilling. Even supposedly biodegradable options often require specific industrial composting facilities that are not widely available, meaning they frequently end up landfills where they decompose anaerobically production methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Paper bags, while seemingly better alternative, contribute to deforestation, require significant energy and water to produce, are often treated with the chemicals that hinder biodegradability. Reusable bags, when not consistently used, can also have a higher environmental impact that single-use options due to the resources required for their initial production. This brings us to the crux of our decision, the transformative power of environmentally friendly design. Design at its heart is a problem solving and environmental crisis present one of the most complex and urgent design challenges of our time. Environmentally friendly bag design is not merely about selecting greener material, it's about holistic approach and considers the entire life cycle of the product from the cradle grave or ideally from cradle to cradle. The principles of sustainability design offer a powerful framework. Firstly, material selection is paramount. This involves prioritizing materials that are renewable, recyclable and biodegradable under natural conditions. Consider innovation is plant-based polymers derived from a starch sugarcane with often familiar similar functionalities to the conventional plastic with significantly reduced carbon footprint and faster degradation. Explore bags made from recycled content, whether post-consumer plastic bottles transform into the durable fabrics or industries waste diverted from landfills. The goal is to close the loop, turning waste into valuable resources and minimizing the deem for virgin materials. Secondly, design for durability and longevity is crucial. A truly sustainable bag is one that is a built to last designed for repeated use. Negotiating the need for frequent replacement, the involves thoughtful consideration of stitching, reinforcement, material thickness, and overall construction. A reusable bag that falls apart after a few uses is no better than a single use one. We must shift consumer perception from bags as disposable commodities to durable investment. This is also implies a greater emphasis on repairability, allowing consumers to extend life of their bags rather than discarding them at the first sign of wear. Thirdly, design for the end of life. This means planning for the bag's eventual disposal or repositioning from the very outset. Can the bag be easily discardable for recycling? Are its components separable by materials type? Can it biodegrade naturally without leaving harmful residues? This proactive approach ensures that the bag, once its utility is exhausted, does not become resistant pollutant but rather returns in components to natural and industrial cycle. The concept of upcycling, transforming discarded materials in a new products is a higher value. Also hold immense potential here, encouraging creative disposing rather than simple disposal. Fourthly, minimizing resources consumption during production. Innovation manufacturing processes that reduces water uses, energy consumption, and chemical inputs are essential. This could involve dry tanning techniques for fabrics, advanced material recycling methods that require less energy, or localized production to reduce transportation emissions. The entire supply chain needs security from the sourcing of raw materials to the final assembly with an eye towards efficiency and reduce environmental impact at every stage.